Hey everyone, I'm Bishwajit Roy and welcome. So you've got that amazing outfit, right? The one that makes you feel like $1,000,000. But have you ever stopped to think about the incredible, almost magical journey it took to get to you? From a cotton field maybe, or a synthetic fiber lab through designers' sketches, weaving mills, dyeing vats, sewing factories, cargo ships, warehouses, and finally to your favorite store or your doorstep. That intricate dance, my friends, is called supply chain management. And in the fashion industry, an industry that thrives on speed, trends, and global interconnectedness, it's not just important, it's the very lifeblood. It's the invisible architecture holding up a multi-trillion-dollar global behemoth, ensuring that the right clothes in the right sizes and colors are in the right place at the right time. Now, traditional supply chain management in fashion, well, it's a bit like trying to predict next year's biggest hit song using only a crystal ball and last decade's charts. It's often plagued by challenges, mountains of unsold inventory creating colossal waste, or the opposite, stockouts of that one hot item everyone suddenly wants. There's the struggle to keep up with lightning-fast micro-trends fueled by social media, the immense pressure for ethical and sustainable sourcing, and the sheer complexity of managing a global network of suppliers and distributors. Think about it. A single t-shirt might involve dozens of different companies across multiple continents. This often leads to inefficiencies, higher costs, and a slower response time, which in fashion can be the difference between a blockbuster season and a warehouse full of regrets. But what if I told you there's a new master weaver in town? A technology that's not just tweaking the old system, but has the potential to rethread the entire tapestry. I'm talking about artificial intelligence, or AI. AI is stepping onto the fashion runway not as a designer, well, not primarily yet, but as a revolutionary force set to transform how we manage the journey of our clothes. It's about using the power of data, a lot of data, and intelligent algorithms to make fashion supply chains smarter, faster, more responsive, and ultimately more sustainable. And that, my friends, is what we're going to unravel today. So let's really dive into this, shall we? The fashion supply chain isn't just a chain, it's more like an incredibly complex, interwoven tapestry, a global web of activities and organizations. Imagine a single cotton t-shirt. Its journey begins in a field, perhaps in India or the United States. The cotton is harvested, ginned, spun into yarn, woven or knit into fabric, then dyed, cut and sewn, often in different countries for each step. Then it's packaged, shipped across oceans, stored in massive distribution centers, and finally makes its way to a retail store or an e-commerce warehouse before it lands in your hands. Each step involves intricate logistics, countless decisions, and a whole lot of coordination. It's a system that has to respond to seasons, to fleeting trends, to unexpected global events. And the sheer scale of it is mind-boggling. We're talking about billions of garments produced every year, moving through this labyrinthine system. The importance here isn't just about getting clothes made, it's about economic livelihoods for millions, and increasingly about the environmental and social impact of this vast global operation. Now, for retailers, navigating this maze traditionally has been, to put it mildly, a Herculean task. One of the biggest specters haunting the industry is the bullwhip effect, where small fluctuations in consumer demand get amplified as they move up the supply chain, leading to massive over-ordering or under-ordering further upstream. This means warehouses bursting with last season's unwanted styles, which often end up in landfills, contributing to fashion's notorious waste problem. Or conversely, it means missing out on sales because that viral TikTok-inspired dress sold out in days and can't be restocked for weeks. Retailers also grapple with managing complex international supplier relationships, ensuring ethical labor practices, reducing carbon footprints, and trying to predict what consumers, in all their glorious unpredictability, will want 6, 12, or even 18 months from now. It's a high-stakes guessing game where the odds often feel stacked against you. This is where AI enters, not as a magic wand, but as a profoundly powerful toolkit. Think of AI as a super-intelligent co-pilot capable of analyzing vast data sets, far more than any human team could ever hope to process, to identify patterns, predict outcomes, and optimize decisions at every single point in that complex supply chain. It's not just about doing things faster, it's about doing things smarter. AI can help untangle the knots in the supply web, offering a level of visibility and predictive power that was previously unimaginable. It can help us understand demand with uncanny accuracy, manage inventory with surgical precision, and make the entire journey of a garment from raw material to you far more efficient, responsive, and crucially, more sustainable. We're talking about a shift from reactive problem-solving to proactive, data-driven strategy. All right, let's talk about inventory. For any fashion business, big or small, inventory is like that one high-maintenance friend. You can't live without them, but managing them can be a real headache. Too much and your capital is tied up, warehouse space is overflowing, and you're facing markdowns or even disposal of unsold goods, which, by the way, is a huge environmental concern. Too little and you're missing sales, frustrating customers, and potentially losing them to competitors. Traditional inventory management often relies on historical sales data, maybe some basic trend analysis, and a healthy dose of gut feeling. But in a world where trends can emerge and vanish in weeks or even days thanks to social media, that gut feeling can often lead you astray. It's like trying to navigate a high-speed racetrack looking only in the rearview mirror. Enter AI-driven inventories management. This isn't just about digitizing your stock list, it's about employing sophisticated algorithms that can learn and adapt. AI systems can ingest and analyze an enormous variety of data points simultaneously. We're talking about not just past sales figures for a specific item, but also sales of similar items, competitor activities, current fashion buzz on Instagram and TikTok, celebrity endorsements, runway trends, and even macroeconomic indicators that might influence consumer spending. It can look at regional preferences, color trends that are bubbling up in one part of the world and might spread to another, and the impact of promotional events. Essentially, AI builds a dynamic, constantly updating model of what's likely to be in demand, where and when. It's like having a team of super analysts working 24/7, sifting through mountains of information to find the golden nuggets of insight. The result, far more accurate demand prediction. AI can forecast with a much higher degree of precision how many units of a particular SKU, that's stock keeping unit for the uninitiated, basically each specific size and color of an item, are needed in each location. Whether that's a physical store in Poughkeepsie or a distribution center servicing online orders for the entire West Coast. This means fashion businesses can optimize their stock levels, reducing the risk of overstocking unpopular items and ensuring that best sellers are readily available. This translates directly into reduced waste, lower holding costs, minimized markdowns, and, most importantly, happier customers who can actually find what they want to buy. It's about having the right product in the right place at the right time, almost as if by magic. But it's not magic, it's data science. Chapter 3. Crystal Ball 2.0-AI, Demand Forecasting and Fashion's Future Gazing. So, we've touched on demand prediction with inventory, but let's zoom in on demand forecasting and planning, because this is where AI truly starts to feel like it's peering into the future. Traditional forecasting in fashion, as we've hinted, often involves looking at what sold well last year, maybe adjusting for some broad trend observations and then crossing your fingers. It's a bit like trying to predict the weather for next summer based solely on how hot it was last July. You might get lucky, but there are so many other variables at play, right? In fashion, these variables are even more numerous and fast-moving. A celebrity wears something unexpected, a new social media challenge takes off, an unseasonal weather pattern hits. Any of these can dramatically shift what people want to wear almost overnight. AI enhances demand forecasting by bringing a whole new level of sophistication and granularity to this process. Instead of just looking at past sales, AI algorithms can analyze a colossal, diverse range of data sources in real time. Think about it, weather patterns are a big one. If a surprisingly warm autumn is predicted, AI can flag that orders for heavy winter coats might need to be adjusted downwards, while demand for lighter jackets might increase. Social media trends are another goldmine. AI can scan platforms like Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and X, formerly Twitter, to identify emerging styles, colors, and even specific items that are gaining traction long before they become mainstream. It can analyze sentiment, track influencer mentions, and gauge the velocity of a trend. Economic indicators like consumer confidence reports or unemployment figures can also be factored in to predict overall spending power. The beauty of this AI-driven approach is its ability to not only consider these myriad factors, but also to understand the complex interplay between them. It's not just that it's going to be sunny, weather, but that a particular influencer, social media, just posted about a specific brand of sunglasses product during a music festival event, and there's a rising consumer interest in sustainable materials, broader trend. AI can connect these dots to create forecasts that are far more nuanced and accurate. This allows fashion companies to make much smarter decisions about what to design, what to produce, how much to produce, and where to allocate it. This proactive planning reduces the risk of costly mistakes, enables quicker response to market shifts, and ultimately helps create fashion that people actually want when they want it. Chapter 4. The Automated Atelier AI Streamlining Warehouse and Distribution Ops. Now let's move from the digital realm of forecasting and inventory planning to the very physical world of warehouses and distribution centers. These are the bustling hubs where your clothes are sorted, stored, picked, packed, and shipped. Traditionally, these operations have been heavily reliant on manual labor, which, while providing jobs, can also be prone to human error, slower processing times, and can be physically demanding work. Imagine trying to find one specific t-shirt, size medium, color blue, in a warehouse the size of several football fields with thousands upon thousands of bins. It's a monumental task, and in an era of next-day or even same-day delivery expectations, efficiency here is absolutely paramount. This is where AI steps in to orchestrate a symphony of automation. We're seeing incredible advancements in how AI is used to automate tasks within these facilities. Think of autonomous mobile robots gliding through aisles, guided by AI to retrieve items from shelves and bring them to human packers, significantly reducing the amount of walking workers need to do. There are AI-powered robotic arms that can pick and sort items with incredible speed and accuracy, even handling delicate garments. Automated storage and retrieval systems can store and retrieve goods vertically, maximizing space and minimizing retrieval times. AI algorithms can also optimize the layout of the warehouse itself, ensuring that frequently ordered items are stored in easily accessible locations and can dynamically reroute tasks to robots or human workers based on real-time demand and congestion within the facility. The impact of this AI-driven automation is transformative. Firstly, there's a massive boost in efficiency. Tasks that used to take minutes can now be done in seconds. Order fulfillment becomes faster and more accurate, leading to fewer shipping errors. No more receiving a pair of socks when you ordered a sweater. This reduction in human error also translates to lower costs associated with returns and corrections. Furthermore, automation can improve worker safety by taking over repetitive or physically strenuous tasks. While there are always concerns about automation and jobs, many of these systems are designed to work alongside humans, augmenting their abilities rather than replacing them entirely, creating new roles in managing and maintaining these sophisticated systems. It's about creating a smarter, faster, and safer environment for getting fashion from the shelf to your doorstep. Chapter 5: The All-Seeing Eye AI for Real-Time Tracking and Logistics Optimization. So the clothes have been designed based on AI forecasts, the inventory is managed by intelligent algorithms, and the warehouse is humming with automated efficiency. But what about the journey between all these points? What about when your eagerly awaited package is actually on its way? This is where AI brings an unprecedented level of visibility and control through real-time tracking and logistics optimization. In the past, tracking a shipment, especially an international one, could feel like sending a message in a bottle. You'd launch it and hope for the best, with updates being sporadic and often delayed. This lack of visibility creates uncertainty for businesses and frustration for customers. AI changes this game entirely by enabling robust, real-time tracking of shipments at every stage of their journey. Using a combination of IoT sensors on packages or containers, GPS data, and AI-powered platforms, companies can now see exactly where their goods are 24/7, but it's more than just a dot on a map. AI can analyze this tracking data to predict arrival times with much greater accuracy. identify potential delays before they become major problems. Say, if a ship is rerouted due to bad weather or a truck gets stuck in unexpected traffic, and automatically alert relevant stakeholders. This proactive monitoring allows for contingency planning and better communication with everyone involved, from the factory manager to the end consumer waiting for their delivery. Beyond just tracking, AI is a powerhouse for optimizing routing decisions. Imagine a fleet of delivery trucks. AI can analyze real-time traffic conditions, weather forecasts, delivery window constraints, fuel efficiency, and even driver availability to calculate the most optimal route for each vehicle, dynamically adjusting as conditions change. This doesn't just mean faster deliveries, it means lower fuel consumption, which is great for the environment and the bottom line, reduced mileage, and better utilization of the delivery fleet. For complex global shipments involving multiple modes of transport, ship, rail, truck, air, AI can orchestrate these handoffs seamlessly, minimizing dwell times at ports or transit hubs. Ultimately, this real-time tracking and intelligent optimization powered by AI leads to faster, more reliable, and more cost-effective deliveries, which in turn significantly boosts customer satisfaction. Because let's be honest, we all love it when our packages arrive on time or even a little early. Outro dressing the future AI's seamless integration into fashion's fabric. So as we've seen, AI isn't just some far-off futuristic concept in the fashion industry. It's a transformative technology that's already here, actively reshaping how clothes get from an idea to your wardrobe. From the initial spark of design inspiration, informed by AI-driven trend analysis, to the intelligent management of inventory that drastically reduces waste, and the hyper-efficient automated warehouses that get your orders out faster than ever before, AI is weaving itself into every thread of the fashion supply chain. It's offering solutions to some of the industry's most persistent and complex challenges, turning what was once a series of educated guesses and manual processes into a sophisticated, data-driven and highly optimized operation. The benefits of integrating AI into fashion supply chain management are manifold and incredibly compelling. We're talking about a significant leap in efficiency, as AI automates repetitive tasks, optimizes logistics, and streamlines workflows, allowing human talent to focus on more strategic and creative endeavors. This increased efficiency naturally leads to reduced costs, less waste from overproduction, lower operational expenses in warehousing and transportation, and fewer losses from errors or delays. And perhaps most importantly, all of this culminates in enhanced customer satisfaction. When customers can find the products they want, when they want them, and receive them quickly and reliably, their loyalty and trust in a brand grow exponentially. It's about creating a smoother, more responsive, and more personalized experience from click to closet. Looking ahead, the role of AI in fashion supply chains is only set to expand. We can anticipate even more sophisticated predictive analytics, greater integration of sustainable practices driven by AI insights, and perhaps even AI playing a role in on-demand manufacturing and hyper-personalization at scale. The brands that embrace these technological advancements, that are willing to innovate and adapt, are the ones that will not only survive, but thrive in the increasingly competitive and rapidly evolving landscape of fashion. It's an exciting time, and AI is undoubtedly a key stitch in the fabric of fashion's future. Thanks for watching.